Hey guys, Czar here, back with you again, looking for another trend continuation style trade. Not yet though. I want this to pull all the way back, ideally right back to my exit from my last trade when I had FOMO after this thing continued down. I don't really get FOMO, guys, but there was certainly some kind of an emotion like, oh darn, wouldn't it have been nice if I, instead of getting 1 R, I got 2.3 R or something along those lines. And they were coming all the way back and looked like we're going to tag it there. I'm not doing anything yet, of course, because the market doesn't care where my last exit was. There is no connection to anything in the past when with price action in those terms anyway. But looking here for some weakness now, guys. Now, if we begin to round over here, as you can see, looks like it might be starting to happen. You begin to sense a little bit of waning buying action coming. It's almost like pulling back, and then kind of sleeping a little bit here. If we get a breakdown below 1, 2, 3 candles, that will be my signal to toss the coin potentially again, right? And so I'm going to put this here so you can see what I'm looking at right there, and we'll take it from there. I'll decide where my stop goes after this has stopped climbing. And I may shift my entry as well. We'll see. All right, guys, here we go. This is what I was referring to in terms of that waning momentum. In terms of my stop, I'm going to use, well, right above this shift candle here. Now, there's a series of them, obviously. You need to pick one. But that's when the selling really began to accelerate, as you can see, right in through here, and then drop all the way down. Obviously, this buying is continuing here. We'll be watching. Now watch this here, guys. Notice how we got some significant more buying coming in here. Buyers are really stepping up to buy the dip. So now I'm moving my entry to that wick you see right there on that partial blue bar. That's a hammer candle. Moving my stop out here, guys, to 40 points. I want to let this thing breathe a little bit more, given what I'm seeing here. There is some significant interest in buying right now on this move back. And here, guys, raising it up again to below that shift there. It's 11:56, by the way, guys, so we're coming into the twilight zone now. Europe is closed completely. Europe is completely closed. This is North American buying, and some global players, of course, who will trade during any time of the day. And more buying, guys. So what am I doing? I'm just going to move this to the side. We're going to watch this play out, and I'm dancing with this market now. What I'd like to see is for this to pull all the way back and get into this area here. Let me just show that to you. All right, guys, we're back, and here we are. We've come all the way back up to this zone here where this last rejection happened after the impulse from the open range, pull back and then drive down. And now I'm considering a short, even during the twilight zone right here. Bear with me for one moment. I don't always look at the Three Sisters once we get into the meat of the day here, but it certainly plays a part. Yep, here we go, guys. Sell stop and in, guys. Did we just pull back right to the entry, just in case you wanted to see that again? Looking for a 40-point stop and a 40-point target for 1R. Here we go. I'll remove this circle so we can keep things clean. Looking for 1R. Drive back down again. In the twilight zone, it is 12:04. Early twilight zone. And there it is, guys. Took a while. A little bit of a grind on the side and just drop down like gravity, which sometimes does happen during the twilight zone. This thing could go quite a bit further, but I just wanted the most certain move. This is my third trade of the day, second win in a row for 1R, and the break even first thing in the morning. So took the sell down here, if you remember, got out too early, prices went further, and now we've had this nice orderly pullback, stalked it all the way along, and eventually got that nice entry, and it eventually paid off, but had to be real patient. Thanks for being here, guys. Have an amazing weekend. We'll talk to you soon.